Welcome to lesson 3.1, part 1. So today we're going to be talking about parallel lines for linear lines. So parallel means that the lines are never going to touch. They will never intersect ever. And so when we're dealing with parallel lines, we have lines that are never intersecting, and that means they have the exact same slope. Okay, so you can make a note of that. Parallel means same slope. Okay, and so when I have write the equation of the line parallel to y equals 2x minus 3 through the point negative 1, 2, I know my slope is going to be 2, because that's what the slope is for this equation. Okay, so since the slope is the same, that means that the slope is the exact same. So if the slope for the first equation is 2, the slope for the second equation that's parallel is going to be 2. So then, once I have my slope, I plug that into my equation, y equals 2x plus b. And now we have to find b. Well, we're going to use our ordered pair, negative 2, 1. So 2 equals 2 times negative 1 plus b. And so then 2 equals negative 2 plus b. So b equals 4. So my second equation is y equals 2x plus 4. Now, so we're going to graph these. So I'm going to use two separate colors. So I have y equals 2x minus 3. That's my first equation. And then my second equation is y equals 2x plus 4. So these are going to be parallel. That means they're going to run along each other, but they're never going to touch. So let's graph the first one. So my y-intercept is negative 3. And then my slope is 2. So I'm going to go up 2 over 1. Up 2 to the right 1. Up 2 to the right 1. Or you can go down 2 and to the left 1. It doesn't matter. Up 2 to the left 1. Okay, once you do that, draw your line. So that's my first line. So this line, the other line, my orange line, is going to run right alongside it. It's not going to touch. If you end up if your lines are supposed to be parallel and they end up crossing, then you've messed something up. Okay, so my y-intercept is 4, and then my slope is 2, so I'm going to go up 2 to the right 1 or down 2 and to the left 1. Down 2 and to the left 1, and now that I have my point, I'm going to draw my line. And if you notice, they're running right alongside each other. They are never going to touch. Parallel lines never touch. Parallel lines have the same slope. Okay, go ahead and commit that to your brain, that parallel lines have the same slope. They never touch. Okay, so now let's open up our foldable, and we're just going to do these next two equations. So write the equation of the line parallel to y equals 3x minus 2 that goes through the point negative 1, negative 2. Okay, so my first equation is y equals 3x minus 2. Okay, and now I need to find the next equation. So my slope for the first equation is 3, and since they're parallel, that means the slope for the second equation is also going to be 3. Okay, so now my equation is y equals 3x plus b. So now I'm going to use my ordered pair, negative 1, negative 2. So negative 2 equals 3 times negative 1 plus b. So now I'm going to solve. So negative 2 equals negative 3 plus b. So b is equal to 1, because when you add 3 to negative 2, it ends up being 1. So my second equation is y equals 3x plus 1. And so remember, if they're parallel, they have the same slope, which if you look right here, they do. They both have the same slope of 3, and they'd have a different y-intercept. So I'm going to graph my second equation. So my y-intercept is 1. going up 1, 2, 3 to the right 1, or going down 1, 2, 3 to the left 1. I'm going to draw my line straight through all the points. Okay, and then my green equation, my slope or my y-intercept is -2. My slope is 3 over 1, so I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3 over 1, up 1, 2, 3 over 1, or down 3 into the right or left 1. And I'm going to draw my line. And if you notice, they're really close to each other, but they are never going to touch because we are never going to, because they have the same slope, so they're never going to intersect. They're parallel. Okay, now write the equation of the line parallel to 2x minus 3y equals 6 through the point 0, 3. So this is where that skill of rearranging these equations come in handy. So 2x minus 3y equals 6. That's going to be -3y equals -2x plus 6. So then y is 2/3 x minus 2. Okay, so that's how you, sometimes if they give you a different form, you have to rearrange so you can get the slope. So my slope is 2/3. Okay, and then I'm going to graph those. So, or not graph those, sorry, I got to plug it in. So y equals 2/3 x plus b. And since it passes through 0, 3, I automatically know that's my y-intercept. So y equals 2/3 x plus 3. So I have two equations. So I have y equals 2/3 x plus 3 and 2x minus 3y equals 6. So for that one in standard form, you can either graph it from slope-intercept form or graph it from your standard form. I'm going to graph it from standard form. So my x-intercept is 3, so I'm going to go to 3 on the x-axis. And then my y-intercept is -2. And so I'm going to draw my line from there. So there's my straight line. And then my orange line, my y-intercept is 3. And my slope is 2/3. So I'm going to go up 2 to the right 3. Or down 2 into the left 3. Okay, and then I'm going to draw my line. And if you notice, both of those lines are parallel. They're never going to cross. They're running alongside each other. So remember, parallel lines will never intersect. They have the same slope. All right, that's it for part 1 of lesson 3.1. Bye.